What's going on, people? Two live streams, actually three live streams. Two yesterday, one tonight, back to back days. Man, your boy Kings of Dreams is working this week, man. Let's get it popping.
Damn, Perk did this?
I don't need no one to save me. I was born to be the greatest. All that time in that basement, all that time isn't wasted. Rapping getting faded. I just wanna tell my mom that I made it. Just wanna be the topic of the conversation. Used to rock the gold plated. Now I'm wearing gold chains like I'm famous.
What's going on, everybody? Man, it's Kings and Dreams. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is doing well. All right. You all see the title, you see the thumbnail. Man, one of the things that I haven't really talked about much is Western Europe. We talk about Latin America and stuff like that, but I kind of want to get into it's still the Latin culture, but I want to get you guys into the origin of the Latin culture, right? So we got to talk about Spain, man. But before we get there, let me bring on my guest. First time interviewing on my channel, and I've interviewed on his channel. Man, my brother from another mother, my man Jamie Woods. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Kings and Dreams, man? It's definitely a privilege and an honor to be on your YouTube channel, man, on your live stream right now. Thank you for having me on.
Man, thank you, man. I know we were supposed to do this before, but things didn't work out. But you are here now, and I am very, very excited to talk to you and learn about your travel experience. And I know that you are an experienced traveler, but we're gonna get to Spain at some point. But let's kind of rewind the tape and let the people know who you are, if you don't mind.
Well, guys, if you guys don't know, I'm a YouTuber. I make dating content as well. I make travel vlogs. I love traveling. I do it all, man. I try to be as well-rounded as possible. I always wanted to do this. I always wanted to make content. And this all started back in 2020. Because that year I remember being locked up in the crib and I was kind of a little bored and I was like, damn, man, like, what can I do, man? I have so much great ideas. I want to make dating content. I want to make traveling content. I want to do it all. So what can I do? Let me start up a YouTube. So back in 2020, June 1st of 2020, I was like, man, you know what? It's time to pull the trigger. It's time for me to make content. It's time for me to start up a YouTube channel. And I started it all the way back in 2020, still going on all the way into 2023, hustling, grinding every single day, dropping daily content every single day. I might not be working as hard as my boy Kings and Dreams over here, doing 2-3 live streams a day. Shout out to my boy Kings and Dreams. But your boy is making a lot of content, So that's what I do, guys. I make motivational stuff, dating stuff, traveling. So if you're into all that, y'all already know where to go, man. But that's really all I have to say about that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And you started in 2020, and this was right before the beer bug happened or right when the beer bug happened. I'm sorry. I kind of missed that part.
This is when it's right after, actually.
Oh, okay. So right after it happened. So, okay. Understood, man. Yeah. And I definitely love your content and you definitely put out content. I see the clips on TikTok. I see the shorts on YouTube. So, you doing your thing, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it. Now, let's kind of go so you said that you started your channel in 2020. What would you say was kind of like the main catalyst that really propelled you to say, okay, I'm going to do this on social media? Because one of the things, and the reason why I'm asking you is because one of the things is that, at least for me being a content creator, these were things that I would speak about with my friends, whether it came to interrelationship dynamics, motivation, like men-centric stuff, right? And these were things that I was having conversations with my friends. But my guy, the Flyboy Wade, he's the one that really got me to say, hey, you can do this online and really get this thing going. So what was the catalyst for you?
So that's a very good question, King. So, I mean, it all started back in college, in high school. I would say, like, I
Okay.
was a psych major, so that's what I did. So I
Ah,
studied psychology. I studied criminal justice communications. So back then, I was in a fraternity, so I was dealing with different parties and different types of women, all that, man. And I just always took an interest in dating. And on top of that, I took interest in traveling. And I'm like, damn, man, like I need a platform to be able to put this content up. But I didn't have the courage or the confidence to do it at that time. This was back in 2016. And then I would, just like you, Kings, I would remember having conversations with my friends about dating, about traveling, about all this stuff. We used to have the best conversations. And guys would always tell me, Jamie, make a YouTube channel. Jamie, at least drop something on Instagram, bro, if you're not going to drop it on YouTube. And after years and years and years of people telling me that, and after years and years and years of me seeing other people live out their dreams and doing their things and make dating content, make traveling content, I think the pandemic just motivated me even more, actually, on top of that, because I had nothing to do. So I'm like, man, let me start up a YouTube channel. I want to help out men, because there was a lot of men around the time in my life that they weren't really doing much with their lives, because I also make self-improvement stuff. I try to make like life advice, stuff like that. I try to be as well-rounded as possible. And all those variables kind of motivated me and inspired me to really make this YouTube channel. And the whole purpose of it is to motivate people, to inspire people to truly live the type of life that they want to live. And that's male or female, because I make videos for females too. So I try to make it for both genders, so that's what I do. And that's what really motivated me to make the YouTube channel.
oh man, perfect, man. Definitely appreciate that. So rocking out for about 3 years, man. That's great. All right, so I know that we have a lot of travelers here, and we have some expats, some digital nomads, and things of that sort. So let's transition into that right now. What is your background? Because I believe when you and I spoke, I believe that you are of Latino descent. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm Dominican.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Dominicano.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, were you born and raised here, or were you born in the Dominican Republic?
I was born and raised in the States.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. And so due to the fact that you have a Dominican background, right? And how old were you when you started traveling?
Very young.
Okay.
The first place I've ever visited was Dominican Republic.
Of course,
my family back in the day, they would go to DR back. You know how Dominicans are. All they do is go to DR all the time.
Right. Yep.
So I was in the island every single summer, every single Christmas. I was in the island.
Yeah, no, that's how that's how it is for me. Like my parents, were born and raised in Jamaica, came here. I was born here, but I was going to Jamaica since I was 3. So I've had my passport since I was 3. Going to Jamaica. Then we also have family in the UK and London. So we would go over there as well. So that's cool. Okay, now let's fast forward to adult Jamie. Now, what were the places, the first place that you traveled to outside of Dominican Republic?
Wow, I'd have to really think about that one, man.
Okay.
Because I've been in a lot of different places.
Yeah.
I would say Canada. Canada, Toronto, Ontario.
Man, you know what? Guys, everyone in the chat, I know we talk about like Thailand, Philippines, and Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic. A place that is slept on.
Yeah.
Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
My goodness. In the summer. We're not talking now. It's cold. But man, let me tell you, June, July, August.
It's hot up in the 6, man. It's hot up in the 6, Man. It's beautiful up there, man. It's nice. Yes. Definitely recommend it for anyone that's interested, man. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah. Seriously, whatever flavor you want, whether whether you like the melanin, whether you like vanilla, you like some butter pecan, whatever, man.
And here's the thing,
Listen,
Kings. Here's
yep,
the
go ahead.
thing is that I feel like Toronto is a phenomenal place for anyone that hasn't traveled yet. And so if you're planning on your first big trip outside the country, I'd recommend Canada, because the thing about Canada is very similar to the States. It's not really that different. It's a couple of differences, but it's not different. I mean, you still get that exposure, you still get that, that experience of being in a foreign country, but it's not, you don't really experience too many culture shocks. So it's a good way of like kind of getting your feet wet a little bit, being outside the country. And then, if you want to go to the Caribbean, South America, Europe, you could do that. But Canada is a great first trip.
You know what? That's interesting. And I like that you mentioned that, because usually what we hear, like for travelers who are, who are starting to get their feet wet, so to speak, usually hear like Dominican Republic, or it's mostly Dominican Republic, because due to the fact that Dominican Republic is so close to the United States. Mm-hmm. But you're saying Canada, and I would definitely have to agree. Like, I would say either Dominican Republic or Canada, particularly either Montreal or Toronto, though.
Yep.
Montreal or Toronto, probably more or less Toronto, because they speak more English there. Montreal, they happen to speak a lot of French there. Yeah. So yeah, but Toronto got it, man.
I have a story, like a little quick story. I actually went to a strip club out in Toronto. Mm-hmm. And they were speaking to me in pure French. I did not understand not one word, but we were just there the entire time speaking to us in French. I didn't know anything, but it was definitely the most interesting strip club experience I've ever had in my life, being over there. For sure,
I bet, man. I bet. Yeah, absolutely, man. Those are two places. Okay, so you went to Canada. That was your first. That was your first place that you went to. Now, what were your next two trips?
So after Toronto, after that, I went over. I wanted to do Europe. I was like, man, let me do Europe. It was always a dream of mine to go to Europe. I've always heard people talk about Europe all the time, because I already been to the Caribbean. I went to Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico is another spot I forgot to mention. I went to Puerto Rico actually.
That's still a U.S. territory, but yeah. It's so weird, because the Dominican Republic is right there, right?
Don't tell Puerto Ricans that, they get upset. They're like, what do you mean it's a country? But it's not. It's technically a U.S. territory. But the way they view it is like a country. I don't
want no smoke with my Boricuas. I got love for my Boricuas.
Yeah, man, they're crazy with it, man.
Dominicanos. I got love for all of y'all.
No, guys, try out Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's another good spot to recommend, man.
Yeah, Puerto Rico's nice.
Puerto Rico, I would say Canada, Puerto Rico would be the spots. If you want to get your feet wet with traveling, those are the two spots.
Right.
My opinion. Yeah. But to answer your question, I went over to Europe. So I tried out Italy. I tried out France. I tried out even a little bit of the UK. I tried out Turkey, which to me, out of all the places I've been to in the world, aside of the Dominican Republic, the Dominican Republic is a third world country. I was mostly shocked. I had a lot of culture shocks being in Turkey, because Turkey is a completely different culture. Like it's an Eastern culture. It's where Turkey is where the East meets the West. So you have a fusion of both of the Western cultures and the Eastern cultures. So I thought that was fascinating. I thought that was the place where I had the most culture shocks. But honestly, if you've been to Dominican Republic, a third world country, if you've been to Turkey, man, you go anywhere in the world, man. Nothing's going to shock you at that point after that. But I tried that out. I tried, of course, Spain. That's the subject matter today, but Spain. Right. So I've been all around Europe for the most part.
Okay. All right. And so, before we go into like your Europe experience, I just want to highlight, got a couple of super chats. So I want to shout out a couple of people here. My man, the Art of Will says, my mom says I should pay the pilgrimage in Barcelona. I should pay pilgrimage in Barcelona. Have you been there?
No, I haven't. Barcelona? Barcelona. I've been to Barcelona, yeah, but I don't know what he means by the pilgrimage.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But shout out to Art of Will for the $2 super chat. My brother from another mother. excuse me, Andre Love crossing borders. Thank you so much for the 10,000 Colombian pesos. New sub for James. Oh, it's Jamie actually. Time to binge watch. Keep up the great work. Let's get these super chats up for King James. Okay, yes. Kings and Dreams, King James, however you want to call me. Yes, pastors played around. Definitely salute. Give a couple of shout outs before we continue our conversation. Garden Scientists in the building. Big Sean, I see you. Charles Jones is here. Salute. If you want to talk about the true origin of Latin culture, then you need to be talking about Italy, not Spain. Okay. All right. Okay. Latin culture was born in Rome, then spread throughout Europe. Hell, if you want to get technical, French culture is Latin culture, same as Romanian. All right. You dropping some science, but hey, guess what, Charles? We talking about Spain today. That's what we go do. Also for the passport bros, don't bring any foolery to Western and Mediterranean Europe. Nah, man, we're not doing that over here. Ronan travels with Alex. Salute to you, brother. I definitely appreciate you being here. Let's see here. Okay, you guys are saying salute. Vlog Tripping is here. What's up? Definitely salute to my brother, Vlog Tripping. Definitely make sure you guys check out his channel as well. Italy is an extremely dope country. Forza Italia. Let's see.
Barcelona.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you're okay. Have you been to that church or no?
So I've been in the outside of it. It's actually in one of my vlogs, and it will be because I also filmed another vlog in Barcelona, which is going to be dropping maybe later this year, next year, because these things take forever to edit. But I do have footage of La Sagrada Familia.
Okay, all right.
Very beautiful church, very beautiful.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So let's continue the conversation. All right, now you wanted to go to Europe, and then you said that you made your way into Western Europe. You went to France, Italy. You also, I believe, you said London that you went to.
Yeah,
as well.
briefly, very brief. It was kind of like a layover, so I was only there for a day, really.
Okay. So you had a short stint in London, and then you transitioned over to Eastern Europe, where you went to Turkey. Now, your thought process when it comes to Eastern Europe and Western Europe, what are the differences that you realized?
That's a very good question. So with Western Europe, I feel like a lot of their ideologies, a lot of their beliefs is very similar to America. It's very Americanized. Like, it's different, but it's very Americanized. Like, it's very LGBTQ, pro LGBTQ. Of course,
alphabet community. Yep.
Yeah, like everything is kind of similar to how America is. But when you go out more to like Eastern Europe, it's more conservative. Like, Russia, Ukraine, even Turkey, very conservative. When I went out to Turkey, like, everyone was wearing hijabs. The women were all basically dressed up. And all that. The religions can be different. So in Turkey, very Muslim. I know in the Russia, Ukraine, it's very like, Christian, all that. So in terms of that question, Kings, basically Eastern Europe is very conservative. They're very different in their beliefs. And then Western Europe is more like America in a way. That's really the big difference, just to simplify it.
Okay, gotcha. Now you mentioned Turkey. When did you go to Turkey, and how long were you there?
I've been to Turkey, man. I've been to Turkey twice. So I was literally just there. The last time I was there was January.
Okay, of this year.
And then I was also there last year as well, where I went for the first time last year, and phenomenal country, fascinating country.
Okay. All right. Perfect, man. Okay, now what would you say, and I'll ask one last question about Turkey, and then we'll kind of jump into Spain.
I could talk about Turkey all day, man.
No, I know. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a part 2. But now my thing is just transitioning from the Western Europe going into Eastern Europe. Why pick Turkey though? Like, of all countries, why pick Turkey?
Well, one, my girl had been there before. She's
Okay.
from Russia, so she's been to Turkey. Right now, if you live in Russia, if you're a Russian citizen, there's only a few countries that are nearby that you can visit. One of them is Georgia. The other is Turkey. And a lot of them pick Turkey because of the weather, the scenery. They love Russians out there in Turkey. I mean, Turkey is a fascinating country. You have Cappadocia, where I don't know if anyone's heard of Cappadocia, but you have the hot air balloons and all that. It's all over TikTok. Istanbul being, to me, Istanbul, honestly, is my favorite city in the world. It could be up there. It's up there. Because I have Istanbul is one of my favorite cities in the world. Super affordable. If you want to feel like a millionaire, like you want to feel like a baller, Istanbul is the place to go. And Istanbul has all of the European, all that fancy stuff. Istanbul has it. Istanbul's such a unique city because it's one of the very few cities in the world that's split up by two different continents. So you have a European side and an Asian side. So you can experience both cultures, both continents in a matter of just a couple minutes. All it takes is you crossing the bridge or you taking the ferry and you're one continent to another. So it's a fascinating city. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. And I mean, a lot of Russian women. So if you guys want to find, I'm gonna be straight up over here from my passport, bro. So if you guys want to find Russian women,
hold on. I gotta make you big real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, quickly. So if you guys want to meet or find Russian women, go to Turkey, go to Istanbul. You don't have to go to Russia to find Russian women. There's a bunch of Russian women that all migrated to Turkey, to Istanbul. So if you're trying to find Russian, beautiful women, by the way, go to Istanbul, Turkey. Thank me later. I have a vlog on it, by the way, too. Check it out, Against All Odds.
Okay. All right. Perfect, man. All right. Now, let's get into Spain, man, because I wanna hear about your experience in Spain. Now, you've been to Istanbul twice. Now, how many times have you been to Spain?
I think just as many, actually. I've been to Spain twice.
Okay.
And for long periods of time. So last year, the first time I went was last summer.
Okay.
And then I just recently got back like 2 months ago from Spain.
Right.
This summer as well. And I recorded vlogs there. I recorded all that footage. I stayed there for almost 3 weeks this summer.
Okay.
And it was crazy, man, because I stayed there for so long and I feel like I became one with the Spanish culture. Yeah. And I got so used to how they live out there, but that by the time I came back to America, I was like, what the hell? I had to readjust. Right. It was kind of sad. I ain't gonna lie, because I really love the way they live out there in Spain, man. I wish we can implement some things over here in America from Spain.
Now, interesting, because Spain is in Western Europe, right? And then one of the things that you mentioned, that you said that Western Europe is Americanized. Now, would you say that Spain is Americanized, or would you say that Spain is conservative? Like how would you describe Spain to someone that may be intrigued on traveling there, and someone that maybe, like, let's say a guy's looking for more of a conservative-ish type of woman? Let's go with that route.
Well, Spain ain't the place for you, buddy, if you're looking for a conservative. Because Spain is wild. I'm talking about the wildest countries I've ever been to in the world, man. I'm telling you. Listen, guys, it's not conservative at all. When you go to the beach, when you go to Barceloneta Beach in Barcelona, the first thing you're going, and I'm a chillax of what I'm saying here. I'm not trying to get us banned on YouTube or anything, but let's just say it's topless. Okay, these girls are nude, basically, in the beach. It's not conservative, not one bit. You go to the community pool in Spain, because the community pools out there are popular. Topless women everywhere. And it's okay, and it's socially acceptable. There are kids around watching it, and they're cool with it because it's a part of their culture. It's very liberated out there. So it's the complete opposite of conservative in Spain. Girls out there love a good time. They love the party. They love to flirt. They're very friendly. They're very touchy-feely. They like kissing up on you, touching up on you. That's how it is in Spain. So if you're looking for a conservative woman, I mean, you could find it. You could find it anywhere. You can find it in America. You can find it anywhere in the world. You could. But honestly, if you want a conservative woman, go to Russia. Well, I wouldn't even say Russia. Go to Turkey, as I stated before. Go to Turkey. You'll find a Russian woman over there. Get a Ukrainian girl, one of those type of girls. But if you're looking for a more loose girl, Spain is the place for you. But like I said, it's not impossible. You could still find girls like that out in Spain, but not as likely because they're very loose out there.
Okay. I'm glad that you mentioned that. So Spain is more or less for like the single guys, and you mentioned like they have like I guess like the community pools and stuff like that. The women are walking around topless. Now, is that the same way like in the beaches as well?
Everywhere, they're topless everywhere.
Oh,
When I
wow,
went out
okay.
there, bro, it's even as crazy as they have bathrooms. I think it's called unisex bathrooms or
Oh,
like co-ed. I think it's co-ed bathrooms where you open the door. It has like a male and female sign on the door. You go in, there's a woman there just chilling. And you're like, wait, did I go into the wrong bathroom? What's going on over here? But you didn't. But you didn't walk into the wrong bathroom. There's also men over there, pissing in the urinals.
Right.
So you have both men and women coexisting in one bathroom. And I never thought it was reality. I was like, bro, am I dreaming or something? What is going on here?
Yeah.
But you're not. That's just the way it is in Spain. It's so liberated in Spain. It's crazy. Like, imagine if we had topless beaches. I mean, we do, but not as much as Spain does. Or co-ed bathrooms out here in America. There'll be a ton of people catching charges out here in America. In Spain, it's a norm. It's normal out there. And I love that about Spain.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. That's good to know. That's good to know. Now, this time when you were in Spain, you said that you were out there for about 3 weeks?
Yeah, almost a month.
Oh, okay. All right. Now what was like the first things that you noticed about Spain, like when you went there? I mean, of course, the topless woman and all that, like in the unisex bathroom, but like the woman, what would you say when it comes to the woman? Are like, do they shoot their shot or do they give like choosing signals? Kind of like how are the women?
Listen, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all this. All right. At the moment, I'm a committed man right now, so I got a girl at the moment.
I don't want to get you in trouble. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Even my girl said this. She told me straight up, Jamie, tell your single friends in America to come to Spain, because she saw the looks I was getting, and I had a girl with me, and they were still looking at me. I had a couple of them trying to flirt with me in Spanish because they knew my girl wouldn't understand. And that's how these girls are in Spain. They're aggressive. So if you're used to, like, I heard Colombian women are sort of like that. They're very aggressive out there. I wouldn't say Spanish women are as aggressive as what I've seen, what I've heard, but Spanish women are flirty. They're very feely touchy. They're very nice. They love to talk. They're social butterflies. It's completely different to what you see here in America, where everyone's on their phones and no one wants to talk to you. Everyone's antisocial. In Spain, everyone wants to talk to you. So if you're a single man right now in America and you've been to Colombia, you've been to Brazil, or maybe you want to travel somewhere in Europe, I'd recommend pick Spain as your first country. This is coming from someone that went all around Spain, all around the continent of Europe. I'd recommend you guys to go to Spain, because Spain's a great introduction to Europe, because they're very nice, very good hospitality. Everyone for the most part speaks some type of English, but on top of that, some of the most beautiful women in the entire world. And I mean that to me, that's a fact, man. Spanish women from Spain are some of the most beautiful women in the world. And they're not afraid to show you that they're interested in you.
No, that's great. Now, when you say that they show you that they're interested, like I guess like they'll look at you or something like
really crazy looks.
Yeah, so
they'll even say things to you too.
Oh, okay. So that's interesting, because in Colombia, I would say that the woman, what they'll do, how they assert themselves, if you will, what they'll do is they'll stare you down. You know what I mean? They'll stare you down and look at you, basically inviting you to come over and talk to them, right? Brazil, I've heard that the Brazilian woman, can actually walk up to you and strike a conversation. More or less, the Colombian women are really going to just stare you down, but it's aggressive in a way because like you know that they're looking right at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, like in the United States, where a woman will like like give you that eye contact, look away, but she'll flip her hair
Yeah.
or something like that. You know what I mean? So like that kind of choosing signal. In Colombia, like they staring dead at you, like they like yes, you come here. You know what I mean? Come talk to me or come dance with me wherever y'all at. So that's good to know. And I've always wanted to go to Spain as an adult because I've been there like when I was young, but that don't count. You know what I mean?
Things you're gonna love it out there, man. You're
Yeah.
gonna want to move. If you love Colombia, you'll love Spain, man. You'll love it out there.
Well, I don't know. Okay, now I don't know if I'd want to move to Spain, but we'll see. Now let's talk about. Hold up, but before we get there, let me get into the the super chat. Shout out to my man Tim Howard. He says nice contact, Kings. Yes, please do me a solid and make sure that you guys and ladies who may be watching subscribe to my brother from another, Jamie Woods, man. Check out his channel. This is the link right here. My moderator Tim Howard, and also do me a solid, pass this plate around, super chat. You see my Cash App, my Venmo is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Man, you know what? Share that love. Share that love. Also, another thing, like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell. Okay, now let's get back into Spain. Right now, let's talk about the economy and the prices of things. Because one of the things that I like about Colombia is the fact that like things are economically affordable and the infrastructure when it comes to like whether it be a Medellin or Cali, Colombia, where my brother Andre Love Crossing Borders is, things are modern, right? So I know Spain is modern, but let's get into like prices. So for you're out there about a month, 3 weeks. Now, what's a comfortable price point for someone who wants to vacation? Let's say someone wants to spend about 10 to 14 days there, right? Okay. What's like an average amount someone should bring?
So if you're a solo traveler going out to Spain for 10 to 14 days, I recommend you bring 2 G's.
Okay.
So 2,000, because it's honestly not that expensive out there. If you want to be comfortable out in Spain, though, I recommend 3 to 4. If you want to be comfortable, but you're a solo traveler. I went there with my girl, and I spent all together on the trip. I spent and besides the stay in the airplane, I spent 4,000 just me and my girl. So if I went there by myself, I probably would have spent 2 G's. So I would recommend bring 2 G's with you. But if you want to be comfortable, 3 to 4 if you want to ball out. But Spain isn't really that expensive of a country. It's really not. Mm-hmm. I know some people probably think, oh, Europe is expensive. No, but it's actually not. Like going out in Spain is cheaper than going out here in America. Honestly, it's cheaper. Like you go out to the clubs out there. There's a saying in Spain that they say that alcohol is cheaper than water out there, and it's the truth.
Wow,
cheap. It's so cheap. You can get a sangria this big from the bodega out there for literally like 10 euros. 10 euros. You could go out to the beach with the topless women, and you can start drinking your freaking sangria, get drunk off of it, and that's it. That's a night, and that's what a lot of Spanish people do. They enjoy the simple things, right, but it's so cheap out there. You go out to a nice restaurant, like me and my girl, I would go with her to a nice restaurant, and the tab would be like 40, 50 euros for the both of us in a nice restaurant, by the way. In America, you go out to a nice restaurant, you're spending over $100. You go out for a night out in America for a decent night, a good night, you're spending 50 to 100 depending. And in fact, you know what? 50 is just the parking, the entrance fee. That's $4 right there. So honestly, you're spending more than $100.
Oh man, listen, you preaching to the choir, dude. You remember? I remember. I think I know I've said this on quite a few live streams, but man, one of the hottest nightclubs in New York City, I managed for years. So yeah, man. So I mean,
so you know better than anyone, actually.
Yeah, on a normal night. On a normal night, this is when we weren't bringing like any big artists or bands or whatever. We were charging like 20, we were charging like 20, and people were paying it because we had the Latin floor, we had the hip hop floor, we had the we had the house EDM, so we were getting everybody in there. And people were paying and paying and paying. And so when we started getting close to capacity, we would rise the price up to like 50. So imagine when we had artists there. Oh,
have you ever been to Barcode in New Jersey, Kings? In Elizabeth?
Yes, off of 21. Off of McCarter Highway.
Yeah, you know how like they I went back when they were just making the pool. They had like an indoor pool, whatever it was.
Yeah.
They were charging $50 to get in.
Yeah,
$50 to get in.
Yep.
And then on top of that, like if you want a hookah, that's $30-$40 right there.
Oh yeah.
Like and if you came, because I never had cash on me. I never have cash on me. So in order for them to swipe your card, you have to have a minimum of like $50 worth of drinks in order for them to even swipe your card. So you're looking at pretty much $100 or more.
Right. Yeah. No, I get it, man. So like 40 or 50 euros. So I guess that's about like, maybe that's about 60
or so. Yeah, 60 or so.
Yeah, 60 US. And yeah, that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty decent, right, for Western Europe, because like I think like for people who haven't been to Western Europe, what kind of deters them is because like it's like, well, I could just spend that money in the US. I'm paying matrix prices. But the way you're breaking it down, a lot of people don't know that. So that's good. That's good for what you're saying.
For those people that have that argument, I could just do that in America. Why I gotta go to Spain to do that? Why I gotta go? Listen, man, you'll have 100 times, you'll have a way better night going out in Spain than you ever will in America. Unless you're like a baller out in America, unless you're making good money out here, you're not going to have as good of a night as you will in Spain. In Spain, you go out there with 50, 60 euros as a solo traveler, 50 to 60, great night, 50 to 60.
Gotcha.
Great night.
Gotcha. Let me get into a couple of more of these super chats, and there's some questions in the chat for you, and then I know we got a video that we're gonna play. So Andre Love Crossing Borders, shout out to you again for the 10,000 Colombian pesos. He says we'll be in Madrid, Paris, and UK next month. My wife has family in Spain and Italy, moving there in 2025. Yeah, man, he's relocating there in 2 years, man.
I'm jealous, man. Madrid is a fabulous place. I spoke to a lot of different people from Spain, and they said if you're gonna move anywhere, move to Madrid. Move to the suburbs in Madrid. That's like the best place to move to in Spain.
Nice. Okay, cool. All right, and then QB Passport Flexing asked about nightlife, Madrid or Barcelona. Shout out to QB Passport Flexing. Please, moderators, drop Andre's channel and also drop QB Passport Flexing channel if you wouldn't mind, please. So whenever you're ready to answer that, bro.
So I have the video that we're going to play later on actually focuses on the nightlife in Madrid. And it's hard, bro, because Spain in general is a party country. They love the party, fiesta. They love it out there, right? But it depends on what you're looking for. It's hard. Madrid is more for like if you want an authentic experience, Madrid. So if you want to be around the Spaniards, Madrid. Madrid has a diversity of different things you could do, a lot of cool stuff. Barcelona is more touristy. So you want to meet people from the UK, you want to meet people from France, you want to meet girls from Belgium, you want to meet girls from France, Italy, everything, Barcelona. You want to be next to the beach, Barcelona. So, I mean, if I were to choose between one or the other, it's difficult, but I would have to say, and for all my Madrid folk out there that'll be watching this, I apologize, but I got to go with Barcelona for the simple fact that there's so many great bars. In fact, one of the best bars in the world, I think it might be number one in the world. You guys can search it up. It's up there. One of the best bars in the world is in Barcelona. And they have many of those.
What's the? Do you know the name or you don't?
It's called. I think it's called Paradiso. So you guys can search it up. Paradiso. It's considered one of the best or the number one bar in the world. You guys can search it up in Barcelona.
Wow.
In Barcelona.
So for me, listening to what you just said, like I think that most people would go with Madrid to get that more local experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's not to deter anybody from going to Barcelona, but I know for me, like one of the things, like when I'm in Colombia, specifically like Medellin, or if I'm in Cali with Andre, like I like to go where the locals go. I don't like to go where like the tourists are going to be at. You know what I mean? I want to party with the locals. So for me, like Madrid sounds more of my speed, right? So that's where I would go. Now, I would probably check, like I would do both. I would check out Barcelona, cool, but the most of my time would probably be in Madrid. Just me knowing myself.
I would just say Barcelona. You have to like Barcelona. If I were to compare it to any city in America, I would say Barcelona is equivalent to, you know how like we view Miami over here in the States.
Yeah,
Barcelona is like the Miami of Europe, basically. If you guys want to party with Italian women, with women from Belgium, with women from the UK, from women from all around Europe, because they all flock over there. Right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of digital nomads that are living, of course, Madrid too, but a lot of digital nomads from Germany, all over the place. Beautiful women that are currently living in Barcelona. Like that's where I think Barcelona has the edge, is because you don't have to fly anywhere else in Europe. You don't have to fly to Paris. You don't have to fly anywhere because you can get all that in Barcelona.
I see.
You got beaches that's open all day to the public, all day, all night. You can literally party at nighttime in the beach in Barcelona if you wanted to, you know. So I it's hard, man, because I love Madrid, but I give the edge a little bit to Barcelona, just a bit to Barcelona.
Right. So I get what you're saying. So like, so if you want like more of the hometown cooking, go to Madrid. But if you want like that variety, that different flavor, and you like, hey, you know what, man? I want chocolate chip today, man. You know, I want some vanilla. I want some buttered pecan. I want some, you know, like whatever. I get it. Barcelona is that. Madrid is home cooking.
And just a one more thing to add on to that. For my solo travelers, male travelers, female as well. If I feel like your success rate is higher in Barcelona. Because people go out there for one night stands. People go out there to sleep with someone. That's that. A lot of girls, a lot of men that go out there. It's like Las Vegas, Miami vibe. They're going out there to have fun, and they don't care what happens. It's kind of like whatever happens in Barcelona stays in Barcelona. You know?
Okay. So the hookup culture is actually better in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the edge.
So like if you're trying to like, you know, if you're a young single man, you know, trying to casually date, not really like trying to have any, you know, any long-term thing, you know, hey, listen, shorty, it is what it is. You know, I'm only here for a few nights. You here for a few nights. We kick it, we have fun, and we may text once in a while, but that's about it.
But one quick piece of advice that I want to give people that are watching this right now, that, you know, if I was a solo traveler, I would do every time if I was in a foreign country. But utilize Airbnb experiences, guys. Utilize it. Because in Airbnb experiences, they have bar crawls. Cheap as fuck. So you get to enter these places for free. You get a free drink in every single spot. But the main thing is you get to meet new people. There's a lot of solo traveler girls that go on these bar crawls. So as soon as you sign up for it, you get to meet all these girls. You know, a lot of them are desperate for male attention. A lot of them want to get with a man. I've seen, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a girl that was in a bar crawl that hooked up with a guy in the bar crawl. Easily, like that. A couple drinks, that's it. She's on top of this guy. You know, so if you guys want like to increase your chances while you're outside the country for cheap, I recommend utilizing Airbnb experiences and utilizing the bar crawls that they have there in that specific country. And trust me, not saying it's guaranteed, but your chances of having something going on that night is a lot higher that way. So that would be one of the big pieces of advice that I have.
Okay, cool. Man, my man Jamie dropping some gems. The Grand Bazaar is their oldest shopping center. I assume you've been there.
Yeah, so the Grand Bazaar is actually in Istanbul, in Turkey.
Oh, okay. So he's talking about Turkey. Okay. All right. My bad. Okay, so Tim Howard says, what's the rating of the women in Spain and Turkey? I guess he's asking for a comparison of the two.
It's so hard with Turkey because Turkey right now, they're beginning to be a melting pot. I feel like all the Russian girls and Ukrainian girls and girls from Eastern Europe are flocking to Turkey. So you have so much. And on top of it, Turkish women are also very underrated. People don't talk about them enough. They're very beautiful women. But you have those Turkish women there. And then on top of it, you have the Russians and the Ukrainians, which to me, I've been around the world. I've been all around Europe. And I'm not saying this because I'm dating a Russian woman, but I think there might be a hot take, Kings. It might be a hot take.
Okay.
But I think Russian women are probably the most beautiful women in the world. There's just something about them.
Oh!
They have that elegance, that sophistication, that natural beauty. They may not have the curves and all that, like, let's just say the Brazilians or the Colombians do, right? Like, some do, but not a lot. They're mostly known to be skinny women. But there's just something about them. Like, they just know how to conduct themselves. They just know what a man likes. And they know how to behave around a man. They know how to treat a man. They know they'll cook for you. They'll do everything for you, just as long as you can provide for them.
Run that back. Go ahead, Jamie.
Real quick, man. I have to say, hot take again. I believe Russian women are the most beautiful women in the world. There's a reason why they're so seeked out after. Like, if you go to Dubai, if you go to Turkey, anywhere, there's a lot of Russian women there that happen to have married to these millionaires and billionaires, and it's for a reason. Because one, Russian women are just natural beauties, beautiful women. They know when to shut up. They're not combative. They're not like argumentative, right? I mean, if you get them mad, they are. It's a little bit different, but for the most part, they know how to shut up. If you want them to cook for you, they'll cook for you. They'll do everything you need. They're like the perfect traditional wife, right? And it's just something about them. They have this elegance. When you walk around them, people turn and look because there's something about the way they walk, their mannerisms. You feel like you're James Bond. This is like you guys ever seen the James Bond girls in the James Bond movies? That's the way they act. They act so sophisticated and elegant. A lot of them know how to dance. Little bit people don't notice, but a lot of Russian women grew up doing ballet, dancing. You know, a lot of the men grew up fighting and doing all that, right? So that's the way it is in Russian culture. But a lot of these women know how to dance. They can do anything you want them to do, they'll do. You know, they try to be the perfect woman for you. As long as you can provide for them, they will be the perfect woman for you. Not saying all of them are perfect. I have met some pretty scummy Russian women out there, just like any other race. But Russian women to me, there's a reason why they're so desired in the world. And Ukrainian women as well. I put them in the same bracket, honestly. And women from Belarus deserve respect too. Women from Belarus, y'all deserve to be in there too. Shout out to my girls from Belarus. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that.
Oh, okay. All right, man. We're gonna have to do a part 2 and get into this Turkey, man.
I could talk about Turkey and Russian women all night.
All right, man. All right, cool. Let's see here. QB Passport Flexer says, nice mix of traveling and dating. Just subscribe. Absolutely. Oh, please do me a solid and make sure that you do subscribe to my man Jamie Wood's channel. My man is definitely dropping some bars. One of the things, and I'll even call myself out, like I always said, man, like I'm gonna focus more or less on Eastern Europe, but you're able to talk about Western Europe and you're able to talk about Eastern Europe, and I think like that's something that brothers in this community need to know more of, because we talk about the DRs, we talk about Mexico, I'm not saying that I'm tired of it, but it's good to hear different countries. So I'm glad that we're able to have this conversation. Let's see here. Oh yeah, he just talked about the rating of Russian women.
10 out of 10, bro. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
All right, let's see. There was another question. Okay, so you're basically telling brothers to travel to Barcelona. LOL. Yeah,
I
that's
mean, if you want
basically
to get
what he's
laid and have a
saying.
good time, yeah, I recommend it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. I'm looking for some more questions before we get to the video. So is Spain like Germany?
So, judging from the conversation, I've met German women in Barcelona, and I've spoken to them about it. And I have some friends. I actually have family in Germany. I just never visited Germany, so I can't really answer that fully. But judging from what I heard, it's not. Germany's a whole different culture. They're very strict. In Spain, it's like, whatever. You know, they kind of like whatever about us. Just live our lives and whatever. Who gives a fuck? So that's the way they are in Spain. Two different type of cultures.
Right. Okay. Let's see here. All right, here's another question from Andre, and Andre Love Crossing Borders. Do you use more cash or card in Spain? That's a good question. Right?
Very good question, actually. So here's what I recommend for you, Andre. I recommend to have both. So take out 100 euros in cash at a time. Don't bring so much because the pickpocketing culture in Barcelona is insane. In fact, Barcelona, here's one thing. I know I've been talking all good about Barcelona. Okay. So if y'all are from Barcelona and you live in Barcelona, don't hate on me right now. Okay. I'm just saying the facts right now. Barcelona is considered the capital of the world in terms of pickpocketing. So don't carry around too much cash on you. Okay. So carry around cash that you're willing to lose just in case. People will pickpocket you. They'll try. Yeah. When I was out there, I wasn't pickpocketed because I just got lucky like that. But I have heard horror stories of people taking out so much money out in cash and then getting robbed, getting everything robbed. So just be careful out there with the pickpockets. But bring out, take out at least 100 euros or so in cash. But a lot of places do accept card. But what I do is I use my venture card out there. So my travel card, I use it as a debit card. So and it's a credit card, but I use it as a debit card because there's no international fees. When you're using your debit cards, there's a bunch of international fees. And at first it was like, oh, okay, $1, $2, $3 international fees, whatever, don't matter. But it stacks up over time. So I recommend either use cash or use a travel card and just pay it off afterwards. But that's what I do is I use my venture card, I pay it off after, no international fees, I'm good. But when I use my debit card, sometimes I could have $20, $30 worth of international fees because it all stacks up. So just a big piece of advice. So use both. You can use both. It's very modern out in Spain.
Okay. All right. So I guess what you're saying is that you can use both, but for the sake of making sure that your ass don't get robbed, like use more of your card. You can still have a little bit of cash on you, but not so much cash to where it's like
it's just all eyes are on you over there. When you pull out, it's like any other country. When you pull out your wallet and there's a bunch of like dollar bills and stuff in there, people see that. Now, Spain is a very safe country for the most part, very safe. Right. Crime rates are low in Spain. However, the pickpocketing culture is high. So when they see things like that, they see, okay, you're American, they can just sniff it. Okay, you're American, you have a lot of money on you. They'll pickpocket you without you even realizing it. They'll probably stuff their hands in your pocket without you even realizing it. Take your wallet, take your cash without you knowing, your phone, anything. So y'all need to be careful and make sure y'all, maybe get like a crossbody bag or something to protect your valuables because pickpocketing is big in Barcelona specifically.
It's good to know. That's good to know. Let's see here. There is another question. Hold on. Where did that question go? Between the two, Barcelona got the party vibe versus that's more of a comment.
And of course, guys, check out Ibiza. Check out Ibiza. I heard a lot of good things about Ibiza. There's a lot of amazing places to visit in Spain in terms of party.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that too, but I've heard about Ibiza. Okay, so how is the Spanish dialect from Latin countries in Latin America and the Caribbean? So basically, what are your thoughts? Of course, you being Dominican, you could speak to that.
So the way you guys have to think about it as Americans and people from the UK, specifically from England. It's kind of a similar relationship to that. We both speak the same languages, but we speak it very differently. We have different slang. We sound very different, right? It's the same thing like Latin America and, of course, Spain, except it's more complex because even in Latin America itself, a Dominican speaks it very different from a Puerto Rican. Tú sabes, cuando yo hablo español, tú sabes, yo lo hablo como un dominicano, pero una boricua, ellos hablan like, they talk like la jopa, el cajo. Like they speak like that in Puerto Rico, right? Yeah. Even in other places, Colombia, they speak it very differently, especially from Medellin. They speak it very different from one another. So in Spain, sometimes when I was speaking to a Spaniard, it was difficult to understand what they were saying because they talk with a lisp. I can't even mimic it. It's kind of hard for me to mimic it, but they have a lisp out there when they're talking. And on top of it, they have different words for different things. Like they call things differently from the way we call it here in America, to the point where I would have to ask them to repeat themselves that I didn't understand what they were saying, they would just have to tell me in English. But for the most part, I understood what they were saying. There's just a couple slang terms, a couple things that they say. In Spain, they say a lot. Like there's this word that they say a lot out there. So when you guys go out there, if you guys move out there, they'll usually say vale a lot. So they say the word vale, 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 vale. They say vale a lot after every sentence. So vale means okay. It's their way of saying okay out in Spain. So you'll hear that word said a lot in their vocabulary. They love that word vale. They'll say chicos, all that type of stuff. Vamos, like let's go. They'll say all those different type of like phrases and terms and words out there. So it's different. Like we have different, obviously different slang, different ways of saying things, different accents, of course. Like, so the way people sounded like in Madrid was very different to the way people sounded like in Seville. It's similar, but different. Seville, it's a lot more Spaniard, in my opinion, than Madrid or anywhere else. But, I understood everything, but that definitely is a very good question, but it's very different anywhere you go in the world.
Okay, cool. QB Passport Flexing says he's doing 3 days Madrid and 4 in Barcelona, so he's doing 7 days.
I think that's a good split. That's a very good split.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you now. I know that you did 3 weeks, right? But let's say for the average American, typically you get like 2 weeks vacation, maybe 2.5 if you incorporate like sick days and stuff like that. What would you say is a comfortable time frame for someone to go to Spain, particularly Madrid and Barcelona? So what QB is saying right there, that's 7 days. Do you think 7 days is good enough, or do you think you may need a little bit longer?
Honestly, if you're just doing 2 cities, I think a week is good. I did 3 weeks because I was going all over the country.
Right.
Well, if you're doing just Madrid and Barcelona, I think 7 days is perfect.
Okay.
Because usually, like the way Europe is I could be in Madrid for a week. I could be in Madrid for 2 weeks. Same thing in Barcelona. But after a while, you kind of gets a little old and stale after a while. So you kind of want like a mix, like something different vibe, different scenery, different environment. So I think 3 days in Madrid is perfect and 4 days in Barcelona is perfect. Because Barcelona, I always recommend to stay in Barcelona more days than Madrid. It seems like I'm anti-Madrid, but it's not like that. I love Madrid, but I think there's more to see in Barcelona. Like there's that Tibidabo, which is like a theme park on top of a mountain out there. Search it up. Amazing. There is a Park Güell, which is a nice park like in the mountains. Beautiful. The bunkers, where a lot of people go to watch the sunset. Very touristy area. Of course, you have La Ramblas. You have Barceloneta Beach. You have a bunch of different tourist spots you can visit in Barcelona. Barcelona is the most visited city in Spain for a reason, and that's because there's so much to do, so much to see. Everyone is like the Miami of Spain, basically. So I think that split that you're doing there is good.
Okay, perfect. And then I think I got another super chat. Oh, yes, I did. Shout out to my man Vlog Trippin'. Oh, please make sure that you do drop Vlog Trippin's channel. This is my dude. We was just out in Cuba together. Definitely make sure y'all check out his content. So he says, knowing Spanish is a necessity for Spain, Russian women are horrible drunks.
I
Sorry, I just had to laugh at that
I
one.
gotta defend my Russian women, man, but we'll get to that later in a bit.
Yes, you have to finance her. I had the best date with a Russian woman in Bali. Salute. Make sure. Shout out to Vlog Tripping. It's just funny when he just said they make the worst.
I kind of want to comment on that one. That was a really good, very interesting one. But the first part of that is Spanish. Is Spanish a necessity in Spain? To answer that question, yes or no. Yes or no, depending where you're going. If you're in Madrid, Madrid is more local. There's not as many tourists. There's a lot of tourists, but not as many tourists as other places in the country. So they don't really know as much English compared to other cities. So I recommend knowing a bit of Spanish, but they'll be willing to work with you. It's not like the French people, for example, when you go to no diss to my French people, but from my experiences out in Paris specifically, they hated when you spoke to them in English. They're like, no, speak to us in French. You know, so it's not like that type of vibe in Spain. They're willing to work with you. They're very friendly and social people out in Spain. However, in Barcelona, you don't even need Spanish, bro. Everywhere in Barcelona, they speak English. Even when you go to Seville, which is the south of Spain, they speak English down there. A lot of tourists in Seville as well. So you don't really need Spanish, to be honest, but it would be nice. Especially if you're trying to meet some beautiful, spicy senoritas out there. You know, but in terms of the Russian women, judging from what I've seen, because I've hung around my girl's girlfriends, right? And they all handle their alcohol well. It might have just been that one girl. I mean, I might be wrong, but they handle it very well. I think actually Russian women can drink more than the average girl because their culture, they drink some strong alcohol out in Russia, strong vodka, all that. So my girl can go toe to toe with me in terms of drinking. In fact, sometimes I get drunker than she does. You know, she's in drinking, so she goes toe to toe with me. You know what I mean? So, from my experience, Russian women handle it very well, but it could be in that experience that girl that you're with probably didn't. And yes, you do have to find it. That's the problem. That's the thing. That's one thing I will say about Russian women is if you don't got the funds or the money, it's difficult with them. Is the way they work is kind of transactional. So it's like you have to support them and provide for them. They believe that you have to be 100% the man. And if you could be 100% the man for them, they'll be 100% the woman for you. They'll cook, they'll clean, they'll do what you need. They'll make sure they make you look good. Because that's the thing about Russian women, as I stated before, when you're with them in public, all eyes on them. And then they look at you and they're like, damn, what did you do to get a woman like that? You know, that's the sort of women Russian women are. They have that aura to them, that vibe to them. When they're walking, everyone turns. Everyone wants to talk to them. They know what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do in public. They make you look good as a man. And I think that's something with Western culture, for example, not targeting my American women, but American women are very combative, like, oh, I don't need no man, you know, and strong, independent, completely different with Russian women. Russian women like to be dependent. They love to be feminine. They love to be there for their man. The man wants food, she goes in the kitchen and makes something for you. No questions asked. You know what I mean? You tell an American woman to do that, good luck, man. Yeah, man. So I mean, you did have a very good date with a Russian woman in Bali. So hey, man, I've had amazing dates with Russian women. So you know,
yeah,
that's all I gotta say on that.
No, I feel you, man. I feel you. Just moving along here. So, shout out to my man EMB90. Salute. He says Caribbean Spanish equal headaches. I don't know what he mean by that.
I mean, it could be when you listen to a Dominican talk, it could be a headache because we talk very quickly when we speak Spanish. Mm-hmm. So I guess I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what he means exactly.
Okay. All right. No worries. Charles Jones, salute to him. And I know that, you know, he's definitely traveled to Western Europe a lot. So he says, I partied in Madrid for my birthday. Clubs were open until late night. Madrid is definitely that place too. Mm-hmm. Also, be sure to hit up Mercado de San Miguel. Yes, it's touristy, but worth it. Have you been there? And if you have, what can you say to it?
It's dope, man. I like it. It's really nice because I've been there to San Miguel in Madrid, and I also went to the version in Barcelona. They have, I forgot what it's called in Barcelona. So if any of you guys know, I forgot what it's called, put it down in the comment section. But they in Barcelona, they also have one too. I feel like every big city in Spain or every city in Spain has a market, but I think my favorite one is the one in Madrid. It's super modern, super nice. They have all different types of tapas. So tapas is a big thing in Spain. Any restaurant you go to or market has tapas. So tapas are kind of like appetizers. So if you want like small fried calamari, like a small portion of it, like appetizer size. You want, anything you want. They have everything, shrimp, whatever. So in this market, they have all different types of food, and it's a great time. I recommend it for lunch. So if you want to go there for lunch, you want to get to try out different things, go ahead. They have drinks. It's a great time, guys. I definitely recommend.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we are over the 1 hour mark. Please, man, make sure y'all get them likes up. Definitely share this video, like this video, subscribe to my guest channel, subscribe to my channel, and make sure y'all passing that plate around, man. We cooking, man. We talking about Spain, Western Europe, great conversation, food, dating, finances. Man, we having a good time tonight, man. Definitely appreciate you being here, brother. Let's see. Let me get some more questions here. Okay, yep, get the likes up. Tim Howard says you're tempting him, man.
Hey, man, I'll go with you, man. I'll go with you to the plane. We can fly on over to Barcelona, Madrid, and Seville, bro. I'm down to go back out there.
Let's see here. Arda Will is funny. I heard Ukraine women don't blow up. That aged well. Pun intended. I get what you're saying. Yeah, come on, dog. I get what you're saying. No. Let's see here. Probably the only time I'll say this, but there are some fire African women in Spain. Almost made me approach, but Team Becky, Team Luisa got me in the Scorpion Death Grip. Oh man, yeah, that's it's all good, man. You like what you like, brother. Can't trip on that one, man. Let's see. Let me get to a couple of more questions. Los had a question, which was a good one. He was asking about crypto. Let me see where that one is. I want to get to the crypto one. I think I might have missed it. Oh, here it is. Is crypto prevalent there? Bitcoin, XRP, XLM. Yeah. So is that prevalent there?
To be 100% honest, I'm not totally sure. I have heard people talking about it out there, but I'm not too. That's one thing I will say I don't really know too much about in terms of Spain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Let's see here. How are the laws and crimes in Spain and Turkey? I guess like what are like the what are the differences in comparison to the two?
So one thing I commented on it before, but Spain's crime rates are very low. You can literally walk anywhere in Spain by yourself in the middle of the night. For the most part, you'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Like me and my girl, we never felt safer in any country that we've been to. Like we were just walking 3-4 a.m. in the morning from the club across the whole entire city because everything's so walkable out there. Nothing happened to us. We didn't get robbed. No one like saying things to us. Nothing. It was phenomenal. But in terms of the laws in Spain, it's a bit similar to here in America. Like I said, Western culture, Western countries out in Europe, they kind of follow whatever the United States does. So the United States, for example, one thing is marijuana. So in America, we're slowly but surely legalizing it in a lot of different states. It's the same thing in Spain where they're kind of slowly trying to copy what we're doing. So they're slowly trying to make it legalized. So if you go to Barcelona, it's decriminalized. So it's not you could be smoking it out in the streets like that, even though people still do it anyways. But it's decriminalized. So like you can't really be smoking it on the streets. They recommend that you do it in a lounge or if you do it in private property. But like they do have shops out there that sells THC. and all that. In Turkey, that's not such a thing. In Turkey, very strict. It's kind of the opposite of Spain. So Spain's very loosey, very similar to how America is. In Turkey, it's very strict. You can't have any THC around. Like, if you're wearing something, for example, if you go into a mosque, like if you're not dressed up fully, you can get in trouble for that. So like it's different out in Turkey. It's a bit more strict out in Turkey. But I love Turkey nonetheless, man. But I would say Turkey's more strict compared to Spain in terms of laws. And in terms of crime, though, in Turkey, I felt safe out in Turkey. I've heard some things, but I felt very safe in Turkey. Same thing with Turkey. Both countries are very safe for the most part.
Okay, that's good to know. So you felt safe, and like you guys were able to like walk around late at night and not necessarily have to look over your shoulder. I mean, aside like from the whole pickpocketing thing, you know what I mean. But like you didn't have to worry about like people trying to like roll up on you or something like that.
Nothing, man.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. All right, so again, we're over the hour mark, and I want to get into a video that you did. I know you have a series called Against All Odds, and this one I believe you were in Barcelona, correct? Or were you in Madrid?
So for episode 12, I was in Madrid. But Barcelona, I mean, I do. So if you guys want to see Barcelona, check out episode 6 of Against All Odds. But it's not too much footage. I was only there for a couple days that time around. But episode 12 is Madrid episode. My future episode will be in Barcelona, though. So keep on the lookout for that one.
Okay, yeah. So this one, this one is in Madrid, but we could check out episode 6. All right. Let me know if can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. All right. Is this a good starting point, or did you want me to?
So I basically kind of show y'all like the neighborhood. I show you guys the apartment itself. So that's where we're at in this part of the vlog.
He'll do his thing. But we're back in the great city of Madrid, Spain, one of my favorite cities in the world. Beautiful city. We're just getting into our Airbnb, waiting for our guy to get here. We actually beat him to the chase to get here. I thought he was going to beat us, but it's the other way around. But of course, in Spain, everyone's late here. That's just the culture. That's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
We're waiting to get inside the Airbnb.
That's Latin
we're
culture.
Get a couple
Everybody just be late.
Supermarket. This girl right here was complaining the entire train ride that she was tired. And then all of a sudden, as soon as we pull up to Madrid, now she's not tired. It's just the way it goes. You see the beauty of the city, and you're like, oh, nah, I'm not tired no more, But yeah, we're going to get a couple of stuff from the supermarket, just chill for a bit. Then after that, we're planning on getting some nice dinner somewhere. And then after that, we're going to get those famous churros that people be dipping in that chocolate on TikTok. I'm trying to try that out I think that's by Plaza Mayor. Of course, if you guys have ever seen my Against All Odds videos in the past, you would know what Plaza Mayor is. We're going to be in Plaza Mayor, get those churros, chocolate, dinner. It's going to be a decent night. Can't wait. Can't wait to show you guys. Let's go. First night out in Madrid. How you feeling, Arena? You feeling okay?
Yeah.
You feeling drunk? She just had like one drink. No, yeah. Like one cocktail, one beer, and she's drunk already. Freaking lightweight, bro. I'm telling you, but she cheat, though. But she cheat. It doesn't take much to get her drunk. You know what I mean? But your boy had 2. Just getting the night started. Day 1, night 1, Madrid. You guys already know.
All right, so what are we looking at right here?
Oh, so this is Plaza Mayor. It's one of the most important areas, one of the most touristy areas in Madrid. So they have a lot of restaurants and a lot of cool little street performers there and all that. I don't recommend. So this is one thing I will say. I don't recommend you guys have your dinners or your lunches here because it's overpriced and it's not the best of the best. I recommend just walking a couple blocks down and you'll get a much more affordable meals. And then there's better meals as well. It's more localish. But over here is very touristy in Plaza Mayor. But this that you're seeing right here, guys, is called La Chocolateria de Sanguinis. It's all over TikTok. You guys can search it up. They have their famous churros. I believe this is the most famous churro spot in all of Spain. So usually you get a whole thing of churros. You dip it in the chocolate there. You eat it. Good time, man. You get beers, whatever you want, man. It's a solid time out there. That I do recommend. So if you're in the Plaza Mayor area, check out Chocolateria Sanguinis.
Man, that looks good, man. That looks good. All right. So let's see. All right, you're eating the churros. All right. So now this is the Airbnb.
Yeah, so that's the Airbnb. So it's just a little clip that I had in there and all that. It was a really nice Airbnb, man. The living room was really nice. Hopefully maybe you guys can see it, but it was a really nice apartment, man. And it had like a washing machine. Usually drying machines is a bit rare in Spain. They don't believe in drying machines out there, so you have to hang everything up or put it on a drying rack. But for the most part, I had a washing machine. But not every Airbnb comes with a washing machine out there in Spain.
So you mentioned that the Airbnb experience, right? In Spain. Now, what were like the prices that you were seeing for an Airbnb? Let's say like a 2-bedroom, or like a 2-bedroom, and then something where you could have like a workspace, because we have travelers who are also content creators as well. Like there's quite a few in here, right?
All right. So and if you guys want a more affordable experience, I'd recommend Seville or Madrid, especially Madrid. Madrid's actually very cheap. It's crazy because it's the capital of Spain, but it's one of the most affordable places in terms of living and in terms of staying in Airbnb that there is in the entire country of Spain. So literally, I was in Madrid for at least 5 days in Madrid. I only spent 500 USD. 500 USD for 5 days for a solid apartment. Had 2 balconies, had a washing machine, had everything you could ever ask for. Beautiful living room area, AC, 500 USD.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good, man. That's good. But yeah, I can tell you this much. You would not want to believe the price in Colombia for that, though.
Probably a fraction of that, right? A fourth of that.
Yeah. So me moving to Spain, I mean, I'll visit. But man, listen, Drake can tell you. I mean, listen, this is beautiful. But man, like,
hey, I totally get it, man. I've heard some great things about Colombia.
Hold on. I love that scene right there. Hold on. I gotta rewind that. That was a beautiful scene. Hold on. Right here. Yeah. So I love aerial shots of like the city, man. So this is the city of Madrid.
Yeah, this is the city of Madrid, and this specific location. If you guys want to go here, this is called. I might butcher the name. It's called Plaza Ruy. Something along those lines. Plaza Ruy in Madrid. It's considered the best rooftop bar in Madrid. So they have like glass floors, like all this beautiful scenery and beautiful stuff. Amazing. It's just phenomenal, guys. You can see a whole beautiful view of the city. It's the best time to go there is during sunset. So if you guys want to go sunset, in terms of the entrance fee, guys, because it is a hotel, they charge about 5 to 10 euros per person, I believe. So that's not bad actually to enter and go up there and get those views, the best views in the city. That's not bad at all. So 5 to 10 euros or so to enter. And then the drinks, I mean, they can be a little bit pricey because it is touristy, but honestly, for the views alone, it's worth it. For the experience alone, it's totally worth it.
Yep. Okay, no doubt, man. Okay, so super chat again from Andre says, I need his email and contact. Yeah, I'll set that up for you, dog. No worries, man. I got you, bro. All right. Yeah, this is beautiful. Okay, so now where are you walking now?
So we're walking to the bar area. We're just walking all around, getting the whole scenery. The guy in the front over there, the tall man, he's our like tour guide. Basically, we did this through Airbnb Experiences. So Airbnb Experiences had a certain experience that basically it's kind of like a rooftop bar tour. So if you want to visit the best rooftop bars in Madrid, this guy would show you. So he took us to like 4 different ones, which I showcased in the vlog itself.
Yep.
And it was probably one of the highlights of the trip, man, to see all that for sure. Like Madrid, in terms of rooftop bars, no other city in Spain compares to Madrid when it comes to rooftop bars.
Now you've been all around Europe. Now, would you say that the country of Spain has the best rooftop bars?
I gotta, you know what, man? I gotta give it to Turkey, man. I know, like, if we're
We gonna do a part 2 and talk about Turkey. All right,
technically speaking, Kings, Turkey for the most part is an Asian country, right? But Istanbul is split up in two, like I said. So there is a European part. So I have to consider it a part of Europe. But if we're talking like European city, I have to give it to Istanbul, man. Istanbul has stunning views, man. Affordable, like dirt cheap, affordable prices, man. You'll feel like Andrew Tate up in Turkey, man. It's crazy.
I got you. I got you, man. Yeah, that's what's up.
But Spain, I would put up there as well.
Now, interesting. Now, this guy's melanin. Now, was he raised in Spain or?
So my brother over here, he's actually from, I believe he's from, was it Michigan? I think he was from Michigan.
But okay. So he's from the States.
Yeah, he's from the States, and he moved out to Turkey. I mean, not Turkey. I'm over here thinking about Turkey. But no, he moved out to Spain, specifically Madrid. He's located in Madrid. And he's been out there for a couple of years, and he loves it out there. Like, he lives over there full time, has an amazing time. Like, he tells me about all the girls he be dating, about how affordable the housing is over there. He tells me he every time he goes to America, he gets depressed, like, because how expensive things are. Like, he loves Spain. So my brother out here, he lives out in Madrid. He's living the life out there. I'm jealous of him.
Okay, cool, man. So no, that'll be cool because I know a couple of, like QB Passport Flexa said he's going out there, so maybe we could we could talk on offline and then get his contact information to pass out to a couple of brothers who want to travel over there and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good. All right. Let's see.
I met a lot of people like that, Kings, that came from America and moved out to Spain. They're living there, and they're living the life out there right now.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So I'm kind of like skimming through, and so you could just kind of give me like what we're doing. Okay. So
this is one of like the homeless people that are asking for like cash. So we had like this shot of him over here asking us for cash.
Yeah.
So we're over here like drunk out of our minds because like by this time, like we were done with the rooftop bars and we went to like this one spot that basically you buy one mojito and you get another one free. So he hooked us up with that. So he told us about all the good specials and deals that are around the town. So he took us there. By that time, we were already drunk out of our minds. And this guy's over here asking us for cash. And normally I would, but this time around I was out of it, man. I was totally out of it by then. There's like a street performer over here. This is called Puerta de Sol. So Puerta de Sol is literally the center of the city.
Okay, so this is kind of like El Centro.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see. Oh. Man, the landscape looks beautiful, man. I'll say that.
So this is one thing that shocked me about Madrid specifically, Kings. Literally, I went. This is a spot that I would always go to. This I forgot what the cathedral's called. It's a cathedral area, and the best sunset views are in this specific area of Madrid. And literally, it'll be 10 o'clock at night, and it'll still look like this. The sun will still be out at 10 o'clock at night. The sun goes down very late in Madrid in the summer.
Really?
It goes down very late. It shocked me because usually in America by 10 o'clock it's already dark. But on Spain, 10 o'clock, it's still light out.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we do. Oh, wait a minute.
That's a community pool. So I didn't record any nudity or anything because YouTube would have taken it down. But, in the pool, I experienced a lot of crazy stuff. Let's just say that.
Yeah. I figured like you probably were like, this is going to have to be on Locals or Patreon.
Yeah. And on top of that, I'm not trying to film naked people. That's kind of weird. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
There was like this group of girls that were behind us that were fully nude.
Really?
Fully nude. I'm like, what is going on? And my girl was shocked because that was the first time because we landed in Madrid. Madrid was our first city. So
Yeah.
when we went there, like Madrid doesn't really have like beaches or anything. So we went to a community pool, and that was the first time she experienced that. And she's like, "What the hell, Jamie? What's going on? Why is everyone naked?" I'm like, "That's Spain, you know, the land of the free tetas, you know. So everyone be free,
Land
tetas
of
out
free
there, you know,
tetas.
for real, man. Everything is freed up out there, man."
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, so let's see what you got going on.
So this is when we get to the bar crawl.
Okay.
So this bar right here is it was a kind of like a pregame bar. So this is
Okay.
a cigarette machine over here. They have a cigarette machine and they have a vape machine where you could buy vape. So that's the vape machine.
Okay.
You can buy vapes. Vapes is big out there. Like they love vapes and cigarettes out there. So you could they have machines for all that. So this bar right here is like a rock and roll bar. So that's one thing about Madrid is extremely diverse. So there was this guy that was trying to act like Elvis Presley. And he sounded just like him too. He was like singing Hound Dog and all that shit. So that girl right there, you remember how I was telling you, Kings, about specific girls or girls that like that hook up with people easily. So there's this Moroccan girl, that one right there. Like I'm trying to like the one that had down right there.
This one where my mouse is hovering?
Yeah, that chick right there. She hooked up with this one German guy. I think the guy right next to her, actually, the tall dude. She literally hooked up with that guy at the next bar. Like,
oh wow,
insane,
okay.
Bro. Everyone was like looking at them. What the hell? Like, you guys just met each other. You guys are already hooking up. Like, this girl literally went out there to sleep with someone, man. I'm convinced.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's, you know, especially like a country like Morocco, you can't do that there. I think it's actually illegal in Morocco to have premarital sex. I think it is.
She let loose out there. She thought I was single, and she was hitting on me. And I had to tell her, no, I came in with my girl, you know, because I know how my girl gets. So I was like, no, back off, baby. You know, no, that's not happening right now. But that's how easy it is, guys. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Utilize Airbnb experiences. So this is the wannabe Elvis Presley singer. He's over here singing like Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Kings? You see that?
Yeah.
Homegirl is ready. She's ready to hop on the first dude.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's all right. It looks like this is a different spot.
Yeah, so this is a speakeasy bar. So it starts off as a speakeasy. So they give you like these shots, and then you go in from there. So they give you a free shot or shots, depending, every single bar. So by the time you could literally like not pay a cent for anything, and you could be drunk because they give you shots in every single bar for free.
Oh, damn.
Everything, yeah. Speedy entrance, everything. You don't gotta wait in line. So, and it's only 25 euros, Kings and Dreams. It's only 25. So it's not bad. So this is the bars, the shots that they have. That's a whole list of the shots that they got over there.
Good God.
There's a bunch of shots.
Good God. That looked like a mural.
Yeah, man. That's our little group right there. And a good time. Everyone was cool. A couple people from Belgium, Morocco, the States, all around. It was a big group of people. I didn't get to capture everyone in the group, but everyone was a very cool, nice.
Nice.
Especially that Moroccan girl. Look at her again.
Okay. The shorter one.
Yeah, man. That girl's DTF. But yeah, this is another speakeasy bar, but this one was the coolest bar, Kings. This one, it was like a Punjabi themed. It was like a Bollywood themed. So they have these Bollywood themed like drinks, and you're about to see right now. So these drinks right here. So I got the dragon, she got the elephant.
Okay.
And the smoke comes out of it. It's cool. It's super cool. And it wasn't that expensive either. It was like 10 euros each.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, man, it was a great time, and you're about to see like smoke's gonna come out of it.
Nice.
But yeah, Madrid does have a very good nightlife. Like, don't get me twisted here, guys. I know I like Barcelona, but Madrid also did have a very good nightlife scene. And if you want to get with spicy Spanish senoritas, that's the place to be. So as you see, like smoke coming out, it's very cool.
So with this being Madrid, there are tourists that do go to
Mhm.
Madrid, but it's more prevalent in Barcelona.
Yeah, I don't. I think there's way more tourists in Barcelona than what there is in Madrid. So you do meet like tourists out there, but for the most part, it's Spanish people or people from Latin America. There's a lot of people from all over South America, Colombians, Mexicans, Dominican. A lot of Dominicans in Madrid, by the way. A lot of
Really?
Dominicans. A lot. There's a huge Dominican culture, a huge Dominican community in Madrid.
Yeah. So like when you found that out, I mean, I know you had to be like shocked, or did you actually know that prior to going to Spain?
No, I was shocked. I was like, wow, there's actually Dominicans out here. But the thing is, they speak differently because a lot of them were born out there. So they have that Spanish accent instead of the
Oh,
Dominican
okay.
accent.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not that. So it's
So
not that
look at these
Dominican.
homegirls right here, man. These girls were going crazy that night.
Hold up.
God damn.
Yep. Okay. Hold up. Yep.
Yeah, these bottle girls, man. I have a little clip of her like dancing and moving her shit around and all that. I'm like, damn, bro. That's my boy, the German guy I was telling you about.
Yeah.
That's another
Oh,
chick.
okay.
The Moroccan girl again. This other guy, I forgot where he's from. I think he's from Germany too.
Yeah.
So I'm over here being a bad influence, trying to convince everyone to take shots with me. So I'm like bombed as is. Yeah, so then after this, I have like the bottle girl dancing around. So it was kind of cool.
Okay. All right. Where's the
Well,
bottle girl?
it's the next clip, actually, the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, so where is it? Yeah, that one right there.
I don't want to go too far. Here?
Yeah, that one right there.
Ah, okay.
She was doing her thing that night. Straight out of Madrid. Madrid has some very beautiful women, guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Start getting hypnotized and shit, you know?
Okay.
And she got something going on in the back over there. You know what I mean? Like, even my girl said it, man. My girl was like, damn.
Yeah, I was looking at first. I was like, let me see if that's a BBL. I'm like, nah. I think that's natural, dog.
No, that's not. No, here's one thing I will say, Kings. And one compliment I'll give Spanish women, like Spanish women from Spain, is that a lot of them haven't really gotten their bodies done. A lot of them are natural.
Ah, that's good to know.
Homegirl was natural.
That's good to know, man. That's good to know.
Yeah, they don't believe in that whole plastic surgery culture. They don't believe in that out there.
No, that's good to know. I mean, because like I, I love Colombia, and as much as I love Colombia, like, man, like you see a lot of BBLs, like, and the thing is, like, you see like the ass is just so like astronomically big. It's like, yo, come on, dog. Tell. It's like, yo, it's fake. Like, like when the chicks start looking like a fucking ant, like, come on, dog.
And the worst part is when their face is all like crazy and stuff. They got Botox and a bunch of different stuff. It looks like
yeah.
Nah, man. Just age gracefully, man. Just age gracefully. Just don't do that stuff to your face like that. But yeah, this was me the morning after. I was completely hungover. Honestly, man, that was the drunkest I was in Spain, man. Madrid was the drunkest I was. Because I was telling those people, the bartenders, because I was cool with the bartenders. So I'll be talking shit to them in Spanish. I'm like, bro, you better make my shit strong, man. You better not water it down. And like, okay, we'll see about that. And so extra alcohol in there. And then I would finish it all, and then it would creep up on me. And I'm like, damn. What's going on over here, man? It all hit me at once.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we went to the pool the next day, which was actually a terrible idea because I was so dehydrated. So this is just people walking around Spain, like they're very like close knit out there in Madrid specifically. So everyone hangs out with each other, everyone knows each other. This particular neighborhood is called La Latina. So if you guys want to stay anywhere like really cool with a lot of locals, La Latina is the place to stay. Definitely a lot of cool, and it's very close to all the touristy stuff and everything's walkable in Madrid for the most part.
Okay, cool.
Puerta del Sol at nighttime. So it comes alive in the nighttime. It's still under construction, but it's very beautiful still.
Yeah, I like the lights. I like the lights. I like how it's lit up.
Yeah, man. Madrid is a fascinating city. Madrid reminds me a lot of Paris. It's like the Spanish version of Paris almost. It's very like unique and very sophisticated, like how Paris is, but the Spanish version of that.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Where you headed to now?
So we're heading on over to Seville. So that's where it ends. So I ended off with a monologue. Oh, so these were street performers. So they blocked off the street to do these gymnastics and all this stuff. It was cute. I thought it was like a cute couple that they were doing all this crazy shit. I didn't record the entire thing. This was like midway through it, but they were doing like jumping jacks and flips and everything in the middle of the street. But that's how Spanish people are. They're very social. They're very charismatic, social butterflies. Very charming, very sweet people. Great hospitality in Spain.
Nice, man. Nice. Do you think we should check out your episode 6? Because I know we
let's pull it up. Let's pull up episode 6. So episode 6 is in Barcelona, and then the recent episode I just dropped on Friday the 13th is episode 13 in Seville. Which I have to say, we haven't mentioned much of Seville in this specific live stream, but in terms of my personal favorite city in Spain that I've been to, Seville is that city. Seville.
Okay, so which one do you want me to go? 6 or 13? Which one?
Let's do 6 for my Barcelona heads. I know everyone's been talking about Barcelona, so we'll do 6.
Okay, cool.
We'll do episode 6.
Cool. All right, let's see where
it's called Visca Barca. So this was from last year, guys. Like the first time I went to Spain. So I went out to Barcelona very briefly last year. So I recorded footage out there. And it was a great time, man. I love Barcelona. It's always a good time when I go out there.
This is episode 8. Okay, hold on. Nope, I need 6.
Yeah, episode 8 is Cappadocia, I think.
Episode 7. Where is 6? Come on.
Yeah, I have a ton of videos, man. But I also did playlists.
Wait, Against All Odds, episode 4?
No.
Okay.
Rome
Okay, it says Against All Odds inside the episode 1 through 6.
No, that's just kind of like behind the scenes and everything. If you go to my Against All Odds,
I found it.
You found it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. My fault. Yep.
Nah, I have a ton of videos, bro. I don't blame you, man. I get lost all the time myself.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Please make sure that you all are getting the likes up. Andre Love Crossing Borders says, great live stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, big brother. Yep. Andre's my mentor, man. So definitely.
I've seen a live stream with him on. He lives in Colombia. I think his girl's Colombia.
Yeah, he lives.
Yeah, that was the one I was telling you about, Kings. I really enjoyed that live stream that one time.
Which one? I always have Dre on.
I don't know, man. It was one I saw, and he was on it, and I was, man, this guy's spitting facts.
Dre's always cooking, man. Yes, absolutely. Be sure to get the likes up, man. You know, man, it be some of y'all that just be ninja watching. Listen, I don't care if you ninja watch and don't comment, but at least give me a like, dog. It helps the algorithm. You could like it and not say shit. Like, yo, come on, man. We talking some good stuff here. Let's see. His Sparta 23 DH says, I like Spain. They also got gambling machines everywhere. ENB says. Haha, good times in Barcelona Beach.
Yeah, that's quite the beach. All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Let me see. I've heard don't eat in the tourist areas. Yeah.
Stay away from
the upcharge. Also get melendras con suizo instead of the churros.
I never heard of that actually.
Rambla can be pickpocket street when it gets busy.
It's one of the busiest places in Barcelona, so be very careful while you're there.
I see.
Well, a lot of bars, a lot of stuff is there, a lot of restaurants.
Oh, so that's the strip.
Yeah, that's a strip right there. Just be very careful there. Like I said, I didn't experience anything bad in Barcelona. I had a great time, I had a fabulous time in Barcelona. Both times I went. So there's some aerial shots over here.
Yep. So this is Barcelona.
Yeah, this is Barcelona right here.
Okay.
It was my first time in Barcelona last year.
Now, let's see.
So this is the taxi driver getting into a heated argument with one of the guys.
Okay.
It was funny, man. He was just cursing this dude off, man. I'm like, damn, bro, what the heck is going on? The worst experience I had was in Paris, man. This guy was actually about to hop off the whip and beat this guy up. Like, Parisians don't play around, man.
Oh, nah, we can't be doing that.
Paris is another level. Paris is a very interesting city.
All right. What's this like this street that you walking down, this looks a little bit like Old Habana.
So what this is it's the oldest part of Barcelona. It's called the Gothic Quarter. So the Gothic Quarter, they have all these Gothic buildings and cathedrals, and it's old and it looks medieval. It looks like you're back in time. But a lot of the coolest bars and coolest restaurants and places to be are in the Gothic Quarter.
I'm saying that's cool, but like when you were walking down like that street, it almost kind of reminded me of like Old Habana in Cuba.
Yeah. Cuba's another place I want to go to. A lot of people are going out there recently. Definitely want to check that out.
Yeah, if you're a card guy, you got to get used to carrying cash. That's the only thing, though.
Yeah, I would assume it's very old school out there.
Oh yes, you can't. Yeah, you can't. You like if you don't like if you have a United States bank account, you can't use your you can't go to the ATM at all.
Damn, so you got to take everything out in advance then.
Yeah, man. You got to check out my Cuba vlogs. I talk about that.
Check it out, Kings.
Yeah, I don't want to deter from the Spain talk though, but yes, absolutely, you do.
So this right here, this is one thing I want to comment on, Kings, and I'll make it very quick. But This is a playground. So one thing I want to focus on is the playground bar culture in Spain, which is a culture shock for some people. Because they're like, why are a bunch of bars next to playgrounds? And that's because in Spain, they're very smart. So what they do is, okay, I don't want to be following around the kids all day and doing all that. Nah, let's let the kids play and let's the adults play too. So the adults sit down, they have good conversations, they have beers, sangria, they have good time, get a little tipsy, and the kids are out on the playground playing around. So both so that's why you see a lot of bars next to playgrounds, because they like to have fun too. The adults want to have fun too.
Right.
I love that. I loved it about Spain.
Yeah, no, hey, listen, that makes sense, right? You know what I mean? Hey, let the little ones run around, you know what I mean? And now if I want to get my sip on real quick, I get my sip on.
Yeah, man.
That's smart though. That's smart.
Yeah, it's a big culture out there over there with the playground and bar culture that he got.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is still the Gothic Quarter. We went shopping a little bit, so there's a lot of different shops in the Gothic Quarter. A lot of good stuff. Very affordable, too. Not that expensive, depending where you go.
That's good, man. Good.
Yeah, Spain isn't as expensive as some people think. Like, if anything, Paris is expensive.
Paris is very expensive.
But Barcelona, like Spain, isn't really that expensive. Italy, too. Italy's another country, depending where you go. It's not that bad. Well,
you know what? So... one of my boys I went to one of my boys who I grew up with, he found a flight from Newark Airport to Madrid round trip, and I think like the round trip was like $400 or something like that. I was like, what? I was like, yeah,
that's nuts.
I was like, yeah, we got to go to Spain, but like it was kind of out of sight, out of mind at that particular time. But now. Now, like I have awoken.
Dude, I'm telling you, Kings, you're gonna love Spain. And when you come back from Spain, I want you to text me. I want you to message me and tell me how your experience was, because I guarantee you it was a very good experience. I think you'll love Spain.
Absolutely, man.
Because it has that charm and all the elements of a Latin American country, but it has a lot of modern stuff to it. It's like a first world country. So it has like the best of both worlds almost. It has all that Latin America, but it's also a first world country at the same time.
Okay. Now what's going on here? Looks like some sort of performance.
Yeah, street performance, which is huge in Barcelona. So there's these guys that they basically make a huge circle and they start jumping over people, and they wanted me to be there. I'm like, bro, if one of you guys end up injuring me or something, I'm gonna get tight. I decided not to do it, but they start doing a lot of acrobatics and a lot of gymnastics and all this shit and jumping over people, and it's insane, man. These guys are athletes.
Right.
Hopefully, because so they do all this group dancing stuff, man. But I'm trying to get you guys to see the part where they jump over like 4 or 5 people.
Oh, so fast forward or?
I think it might be the next part here. Oh no, they're still dancing around. But there's a part where they line up a couple people and they jump over all of them. Well, this one guy jumps over all of them. But street performers are no joke in Barcelona.
Let me see. Oh wow, man! Look at this! Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're insane, man. Those guys, and the crazy part, this was last year, Kings. When I went back this year, they were still there doing that. I'm like, these guys are dedicated. I thought this was just a 1-year thing, but I guess they do it every year.
Yeah, that's man. Like, telling you,
I think Barcelona, out of all the European countries I've been to, has the best street performers. Out of all the ones I've been to.
wow.
I still would put New York City as the best in the world, in my opinion.
Oh, of course.
And New York City is the best. But in terms of Europe, Barcelona.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, they had. I think I recorded the whole entire thing, Kings. I'm not gonna lie. There's a. Oh no, it was like a little bit back. Where the guy jumped over like a couple people. What the hell? Did I even record it? It definitely was there, but it is what it is. But yeah, dope time, man. It was a great performance over there. And then there's a part where like there was like flamenco dancers. So if you guys are into flamenco dancing and all that, that's a big thing in Spain as well. So we saw a flamenco show, which was like one of the highlights of my trip, man. I love flamenco.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, so this is all the Gothic Quarter. That was our little, I went with my family last year. So we I don't know what it was about Europe, but every single door was hard to unlock out there. Like it was like a freaking a puzzle or something to open the door. And I recorded every single time we had a problem unlocking the door. I recorded it for shits and giggles, See, again, opening the door. So this is called I think this is La Ramblas. This is that he was talking about earlier. La Ramblas.
Who's that? Who's that in the black?
So that in the black is actually. Let me see. Hold up a second. Can't even see that.
Let me rewind there. Hold on. This who's this?
I think that's some random girl that was walking in front of me. Actually, King.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was some girl I just caught. I don't know. But basically that's La Ramblas. So this is like a big, like kind of like the Plaza Mayor of Barcelona. But in my opinion, I like it more. And there's a lot of markets, shops, restaurants, everything you can think of out there. So at this moment, we were like going, like we were just trying to get some dessert or something, some cake. I forgot what exactly it was. But the dope time, and if you guys want to go to bars and all that, that's the spot to go to for sure. La Ramblas.
Okay. All right, cool.
Just be yapping and stuff in the vlog because I be yapping about everything. Yeah, so we got my mom a cake that one night. So
who's okay, so which one is your mom? Is that your mom holding it?
No, it's not that. My mom's actually opening the door right now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we got her a cake and stuff. We got dessert and then we got her a cake on top of that. We're like, here you go.
For her birthday?
Yeah, it was her birthday.
Okay.
Yes, my mom's the one right there with the puffy hair.
Oh, okay.
Your typical Dominican woman.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah, it was her birthday at that time and stuff. So we got her a cake, and she's extra with it. She over here dancing around and shit. Yeah. It's always good to travel with family. That was probably the only time I traveled with family like that, and great trip, man.
That's what's up. Oh, well, hold on. Looks like this is a nightclub. Oh, I thought it was.
But this is Kings. This is called. I'm probably gonna butcher the name. Casa Batlo. So it's basically this cool artsy building. You guys can search it up. But they have a lot of cool things, rooftops. It's honestly worth the money. It's not even that expensive. I think it's Casa Batlo, something like that. Google it. You guys can search it up. So whenever you're in Barcelona, this is a must-see.
Okay.
This is a must-see for sure. I tried to film as much as I could while I was over there, but it was really nice.
Yeah. All right, let's.
So yeah, that's like a little room where you have this, a bunch of these cool visuals and stuff.
Oh wow, that's kind of dope right here.
Yeah, it looked way better in person though. Take pictures and it's really nice. So this is the bathroom I was talking about, Kings. Remember the unisex bathroom I was telling you about?
Yeah.
It had female and a male symbol. So both men and women could go. So that's what I'm explaining in this particular clip here. Because I was shocked when I saw women in there. I'm like, am I in the wrong bathroom? And they told me, no, you're in the right bathroom. It's just that's the way it is in some places in Barcelona. You see that? It has like man and a woman sign there.
Yep. Wow.
And this is one of the biggest tourist spots in Barcelona. And it has unisex bathrooms, co-ed bathrooms in it.
Yeah, I see that. Yep.
Yeah. I wasn't kidding, man. Yeah, so I think one guy said in the comment section, yeah, Casa Batlló. Yeah, that's what it is. So along with Park Güell and La Sagrada, yeah, man, I'm telling you, so much good stuff in Barcelona.
This right here?
Yeah, so Park Güell, I believe, is another spot in which I actually went to. I filmed scenes and clips of it. It's going to be in my future Against All Odds episodes. But Park Güell is another must-see in Barcelona, and so is La Sagrada Familia.
Ah, okay. Okay, cool.
But I think the same guy, I forgot his name, but he had something to do with making this building and then Park Güell as well. I think he designed all that.
Nice.
If I have my facts right. But yeah. So that's La Sagrada Familia right there. So La Sagrada Familia is still incomplete, Kings. So as you can see, it's still in the construction.
Yep.
But little by little, they're completing it. But it's such a cool church because depending on what side you are, like a part of it looks burnt and the other side looks like complete. So that part that I'm in right now looks fine. But if you go on the other side of it, it looks burnt. But it's cool though.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, it's hard for me to describe, but I definitely recorded clips of it for my future Against All Odds episode, so you guys will be able to see what I'm saying. But that's a nice little pier area. So we're just going through all the tourist spots here in Barcelona because we were only there for a couple of days. So we try to bang everything out. So that's the Barceloneta beach. Hopefully no tetas were recorded. I don't know. Yeah,
no tetas were harmed during this filming.
Yeah, man, but this is Barceloneta beach. This is the most iconic beach in Spain, in my opinion, and it's fully nude. It's nude, so you could be topless if you wanted to. People drink, people smoke, people do everything in this beach. Like literally, there's these Indian folk that just stop by and like they sell everything, mojitos, umbrellas. They'll give you massages. They'll do whatever, man. These people do anything. There's girls like women from Thailand or whatever that'll stop by and try to give you massages and shit. So anything that you want, you can look for in this beach. You want drinks? They got it. You want an umbrella? They got it. You forgot to bring a towel by any chance? They got that too. Anything you want to buy, you can find it in this beach, just sitting around doing nothing. They'll come up to you and they'll sell it to you.
Wow, that's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But yeah, this is the Barceloneta area. A lot of cool hippies around, cool areas and hippies, of course. A cool little aerial shot of La Sagrada Familia. And then it leads on over to the flamenco show, which is one of the highlights of my whole trip, man. Look at that. See, that's what I mean when I'm talking about Spanish beauty. That girl with the blue is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Looking like Rosalia, man.
Yeah.
And even that girl, she was more on the older side, but she looked beautiful herself.
Yeah.
I love flamenco, man. Kings, if you go out to Spain, please go to a flamenco show.
Oh, of course, man.
We were right there, front row. So we got to experience everything right there, front and center. And they even give you like drinks and everything. It's included with the show.
Nice. She killing it though.
Oh no, but other homegirl, the blue, was going in.
Yeah,
she has a long dress, bro. She has you'll see what I'm talking about. Very long dress, and she still managed to dance with that shit. I don't know how she did it. That shit hit me in the face too, Kings. Every time she would turn around, that shit would like what? That shit would just hit me in the face. Long ass dress, because I was right there in the front. She's doing all this with that long ass dress. You see what I mean with that? She
Yeah.
just in the face.
Nice.
Yeah, they're very passionate. They feel that shit, man. They're into it when they dance. And then this one guy over here, super. He was super sweaty, man. Every time he turned around and did something, man, that sweat would go all over your face, man. I'm like, God damn it, I'll be scared as hell every time he would turn around like that. But yeah, it's just me talking about the flamenco show and all that. In the Gothic Quarter area, we're going clubbing after this. We went clubbing, I think, after the flamenco show. So I just put a little snippet, little clip of us just dancing a little bit, nothing too crazy. But in my future Barcelona episode that I'll be dropping soon, you'll see more of the nightlife in Barcelona for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got the hookahs. This was one beautiful Dominican woman that I met in this bar in Barcelona. She kept hooking it up because she found that I was Dominican and I found out she was Dominican. We bonded over that, so she kept hooking it up, giving me free shots and shit. You know, so she was hooking it up, man. Shout out to homegirl from Club Miami, I think it's called Club Miami in Barcelona. Yeah, so it's just us rocking out. So we got there early. So early in Spain, this is one thing I want to comment. This was almost 12 o'clock at night, Kings.
Yeah.
12 o'clock at night. The party doesn't begin till after 12, after 1. Spanish people are like Latin Americans. They're very late for everything.
Yep, absolutely.
They don't start the club till later.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what time. So what's a good time for people to go to the nightclub? Like, because different like different places, you know, it's kind of like different times. Like I would say like in Medellin, like typically like around like 1 o'clock is a good time because like the club closed at like 4 or 5, you know. But like, what about Barcelona and Madrid? What time like should people go out to the club? And you're trying to go there like peak time. You know,
I say 1 a.m.
Yep.
1 a.m. is the time you need to go, man, because we were there at 11:30, 12, and as you saw, there was not that many people there. Everyone gets there like 1 after, and the thing is, those clubs are open till like 7, 8, 9 a.m. in the morning. Some of them, depending where you are in Ibiza, I heard in Ibiza, they're open all day almost.
Good.
Yeah, they're open all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. So if you guys are into the party scene, if you're into the bar club scene, Spain is the country for you. Those people like to party out there, man, and they party very well. It's very affordable too, compared to other countries in the world.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Excellent 2 videos. You know, for sure, man. You know, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So I got a couple of questions for you.
I love questions.
Before we drop off, I'm trying to see if we had any more questions. Ian B just says dinner time is at 9. Oh, yeah. So be careful. You'll get scammed there for the massages a la Cartagena. Yeah. Cartagena, they be catching you because you'll say no, you don't want a massage, and then they'll give you a massage. They'll be like, no, we're not going to charge you. Then when they're done, they're like, hey, tip, you got to pay me.
You know, in Spain, you're fine. In Spain, like as soon as you say no, they'll back off.
Mm-hmm. More of an architect than a sculptor. Yeah. Think of him as Fernando Portoro for Medellin.
Yeah, I think he's talking about Güell, the guy that did Park Güell and
yeah.
Yeah, Güell, that's what I meant. Gualdi. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Book tickets well ahead of them.
And one piece of advice that actually reminds me, guys, because I went to a lot of museums and a lot of places for free when I went to Spain. And it's because one of the locals had told me that make sure you go onto the websites and check, because some Mondays, usually on some Mondays, they're free. So some of these museums and places are free. So I went to the Real Alcazar in Seville, which was amazing. It was an amazing highlight for me. It's kind of like a royal palace. and I went there for free. Usually it's like 20, 25 bucks a person, but I went there for free because I booked it on a Monday. So make sure you guys visit the websites and take a look at the prices, because some Mondays are free, especially in the summertime. So Mondays in the summertime, make sure you look out for that. Could be free.
So EMB says September in Barcelona has their largest festival called La Merced. Human towers and fireworks. Best time to go. Have you been there in September? Have you been to this festival or no?
So I've also heard that the shoulder seasons, usually like spring or September, October, are the best times to go to Spain, because they do have all these festivals, and of course the weather's cooler, not as many tourists. But no, I haven't been to this festival, but I know every single month or so, or every other month, they have these cool festivals in the cities. So I definitely won't be my last time going to Barcelona or Spain in general. So in the future, when I go, I definitely will make sure.
All right, cool. So when would you say is the best time to go? The best time to go, like affordable wise, all of that stuff, weather wise, and so on.
I would say either go like April, May, or September, October. I would say like the shoulder seasons. You kind of want to go there, because usually like those, like I said, like there's not as many tourists. Usually everyone goes in the summertime, and it's super hot in Spain. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Seville is like Las Vegas weather.
Oh wow,
100+ degrees in Seville.
Oh,
Madrid
like
is
dry
also
heat.
hot.
So what's the weather like in May? In May,
not as bad. May, like we're talking like kind of like spring weather. Like it's kind of like a little warmer than here, though. I would say like 70s or so in the shoulder season, 70s. So it's not bad, comfortable weather. But if you go in summertime, 100-degree weather, depending where you go in the country.
Yikes! Shout out to my man Gavin Turner. Says showing love. Yeah, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Definitely appreciate you. Okay. All right. So now we got some brothers who travel that are melanated, right? How are the ladies feeling about the melanin? Like do they welcome the melanin? Is it more or less like they're kind of indifferent? What's your synopsis?
So my synopsis, what I think about this is it depends where you are in the country. So in Madrid, for example, my experience, right? I could be wrong. Maybe everyone else's experiences were different. But in Madrid, from the girls I met out there and the ones I talked to, it seemed like their thing is they love Latin American men. So if you're from the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Argentina, any of these places, they like those men because the thing is, one, they have rhythm. Two, they speak the same language as them. Because a lot of girls in Madrid, even though they speak English, they feel more comfortable speaking Spanish to someone, and especially that they love the accents, the different accents in Spanish. Yeah. Well, they're really, they like Latin American men, but they don't discriminate, man. They don't discriminate. So if they like you, they like you. But my thing is, this is why I recommended Barcelona, because not only do you have the spicy Spanish senoritas, but now you got girls from all around Europe who love colored skin men. They love colored skin men, man. Like I had this one girl from Germany, beautiful blonde curly hair girl from Germany, that approached me. That was which has never happened to me like that. Barely happens. She approached me to talk to me in that same club. That same club that you guys saw in episode 6 of Against All Odds, where I was at, she approached me. I was sitting down, minding my business, smoking hookah. She approached me, and she was talking to me. And I was like, girl, I got a girl. I can't do it. Right. I can't do it. I told my girl about this too. But I was like, I can't do it. I got a girl. And she had to, leave. But that's what I'm saying, man. If you're a solo traveler, a single traveler, tan skin colored man, man, you're going to be well off in Spain, man. Trust me, these girls love us everywhere we go in the world, no matter where you go. But I would recommend Barcelona because you got girls from all around Europe, man, all around.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. They're very open in Barcelona. You shouldn't have any problems. They love Latinos because they're warmer, passionate than regular Europeans.
Yeah.
I feel you there, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So we're over the 2 hour mark, and it's so funny. I was telling JB, I said I'm gonna try to keep it under 90 minutes, but man, we
There
just
we go. And honestly, Kings, if you didn't notice, it could have probably gone over more than 2 hours. Probably would have been 3. Who knows?
Yeah, brother gotta go to bed. It's almost midnight, man.
Man, I feel you, man.
Yeah, but honestly, man, I definitely love your work. And thank you so much for blessing my audience with with your presence, your experience in Spain. We're gonna do a part 2. We're gonna talk about your experience in Eastern Europe, hyper focus on Turkey. Have you been to Serbia, by the way?
No, but I met a lot of Serbians though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so we'll talk about your experience in Turkey. We'll probably do that maybe sometime in November or something like that.
And my experiences in Eastern, especially in Turkey, are very interesting. So I can't wait to talk about that, man.
Yeah, we got to talk about Eastern Europe, man. But definitely, man, I appreciate that. I want to make sure that y'all do subscribe to my man Jamie Wood's channel. And I know a couple of y'all that reached out to me via text message asking to connect with Jamie. I'll definitely get y'all connected, so don't worry about that. Definitely appreciate y'all, man. Hang out in the back for a minute. I'm just gonna close this thing out, Jamie. So hang out. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Definitely check me out. This upcoming Saturday, I will be live with my brother Mark Inspiration. This is a brother who also lived in, I believe, Guatemala and I think Mexico as well. And he is raising a family of 6 by himself, and he has a very interesting story. So going to be interviewing him and his whole family. So him and his children. It's going to be a great time this upcoming Saturday. And I believe that is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can't wait for that. That's what I have right now on the docket. I appreciate y'all watching. Subscribe to my guests. Make sure that you subscribe to me. Kings and Dreams. Stay purposeful, and I'm out. Peace.